Alright, let's reset. The cameras are still rolling, and this time, it's all about elegance. Luxurious vibes, the kind that shimmer against the most beautiful pink vinyl backdrop you've ever seen. But wait, what's happening with that posture? It's giving awkward, not showgirl. This is supposed to be poise, grace, charm. Instead, we've got cat hair on the outfit and an energy that screams unprepared. Come on, honey. This is show business. Get it together. The Life of a Showgirl. Exclusive edition, only at Target. Complete with a giant glossy poster. No one watching could have predicted that in the middle of this stylish chaos, the world's biggest pop star would turn the moment into something unforgettable, a declaration of love powerful enough to shake global headlines. With her signature confidence, a decisive tone, and just the right touch of warmth, Taylor Swift spoke not only about her artistry, but also made an announcement tying her life and work to her fiancé, Kansas City Chiefs star Travis Kelce. The man who has walked beside her through months of public fascination was suddenly brought into her art in a way nobody saw coming. Taylor stood under the lights in a sleek black blazer, her hair pulled up, clutching a glittering loudspeaker. Behind her, the director's chair bore a bold red director print, a symbol of her command over her own vision. The scene, dimmed yellow lights, pink sofas, backstage pulleys, felt like a mix of theater and dreamscape. And then came the words that stunned everyone. This isn't just about showgirls, stages, or spotlights. It's about love, about courage, and about trusting someone who will always stand with you. Today I want to share that Travis, my partner, will be part of this journey in ways no one could have imagined. The silence that followed lasted only a breath before the room exploded in applause. And just like that, the announcement was everywhere. Travis Kelce wasn't just her muse anymore. He would officially join the Life of a Showgirl, Taylor's ambitious multimedia project blending music, film, and live performance. What caught fans off guard was the promise that Travis would appear not as a football hero, but as himself, a man standing beside the world's most influential artist, embodying how love and art can intertwine. The thought of seeing him outside his Chiefs jersey, stepping onto a stage with Taylor, was enough to send fans spiraling into speculation. Within minutes, Taylor and Travis Showgirl shot to the top of worldwide trends. Memes, fan edits, and theories flooded TikTok and Twitter. Would he dance, sing, maybe just share a tender moment with Taylor under the spotlight? The Daily Mail called it a cultural collision of music and sport, while fans called it destiny. And of course, this isn't new for Taylor. She's always woven her love life into her art, whether through heartbreak anthems on Red or dreamy romance tracks on Lover. But this time feels different. Instead of subtle lyrics and hidden clues, she's placing Travis front and center. According to insiders, Travis has already filmed several cinematic-style segments for the project. He's not just stepping into her world, he's learning to play a role in it. And fans are ready to see every second. Reports from inside Taylor's creative team say Travis wasn't just brought in for a cameo. He's actively featured in sequences that blur the line between documentary and performance. In one scene, he's captured in cinematic slow motion, not as the powerhouse tight end, but as the partner walking beside Taylor, holding her hand backstage before a show, exchanging quiet glances that say more than words ever could. Insiders say the goal is authenticity. Taylor wants fans to see the version of Travis she sees, grounded, protective, supportive. It's not about turning him into a pop star, one source explained. It's about showing him as a man who stands in her corner, who celebrates her art the way she celebrates his victories on the field. And that's what makes this project so groundbreaking. The Life of a Showgirl isn't just another concert film or glossy tour doc. It's a statement about balance, about two icons at the top of their fields choosing to merge worlds without losing themselves. For years, Taylor has been painted as the muse, the heartbreaker, the one whose relationships become soundtracks. But here, she's flipping that narrative. Travis isn't inspiring her music from afar. He's inside the story, deliberately written into the script of her art. Fans can't get enough of the concept. On TikTok, edits of Travis in his Chiefs jersey are being cross-cut with fan-made mock-ups of him under pink stage lights. Instagram fan accounts are posting countdowns, predicting when the first official teaser will drop. Some fans are even imagining choreography. Travis lifting Taylor mid-song, or appearing in a dance break like a protective silhouette against the backdrop of flashing spotlights. The buzz isn't just limited to fans. Fashion houses, media outlets, and sports commentators are weighing in too. One ESPN host joked, Forget touchdowns. Travis just scored the biggest role of his career, Taylor's leading man. Meanwhile, Vogue hinted that this project could redefine celebrity couples in modern culture, saying, "It's no longer about standing next to each other on red carpets. It's about creating art together." And that's where the intrigue deepens, because while Taylor has always protected her private life, this move signals a new era. She's no longer keeping love and art separate. She's intertwining them deliberately, confidently, knowing the world is watching. The reactions haven't just been confined to Swifties and Chiefs Kingdom. Critics, rivals, and even NFL insiders are weighing in on Travis's leap into Taylor's world of artistry. From the sports side, the locker room chatter is buzzing. Some teammates are reportedly amused, teasing Travis about swapping his helmet for a stage light. "As long as he doesn't start doing halftime dance routines instead of warm-ups, we're good," one player joked anonymously. But behind the humor, there's respect. Teammates know how demanding football is. And the fact that Travis is balancing game day intensity with Taylor's high-profile project has impressed even the skeptics. Not everyone in the NFL world is thrilled, though. A few commentators have questioned whether being so deeply involved in Taylor's creative life could distract from his career. One headline bluntly asked, "Can Kelce be both an NFL star and a Showgirl's leading man?" But Travis's camp is quick to dismiss the doubts. He's built a reputation for discipline and focus, and those closest to him say he sees this project not as a distraction, but as an extension of his personal life, one he's proud to share. On the cultural side, rival celebrity couples are suddenly under the microscope. Hollywood analysts note that Travis and Taylor are raising the bar for what a power couple looks like. Instead of merely supporting each other at premieres or championship games, they're creating art together. That shift has people talking. Imagine Kim Kardashian and Kanye West during their peak, but with less chaos and more sincerity. One critic from Rolling Stone called it the redefinition of partnership in pop culture. Of course, not everyone sees it as positive. Some detractors argue that Travis risks becoming a supporting character in Taylor Swift, the movie of her life. Online threads speculate that by merging their worlds so publicly, he could overshadow his NFL legacy or worse, be overshadowed himself. "Football legends are remembered for stats, not stage lights," one fan wrote on Twitter. Yet, others fire back, insisting that Travis is making history by bridging two arenas, sports and music, that rarely collide so intimately. The intrigue also extends to their rivals in entertainment and fashion. Competing stars quietly admit that Taylor has outmaneuvered them once again. By pulling Travis into her art, she's created a cultural moment too big to replicate. It's no longer just Taylor's era, it's the Swift-Kelce era, and brands are already scrambling to get in line. For Taylor, the life of a showgirl is more than an artistic experiment. It's a global rebrand. After dominating with record-breaking tours and albums, she's now positioning herself as a multi-hyphenate visionary, an artist who merges music, cinema, and live performance into a single universe. By weaving Travis into the project, she's doing something even bolder, transforming her personal love story into a living art form. It's a move that makes her not just a chart-topping musician, but a cultural architect. Industry insiders predict that this project could spark a new wave of multimedia releases. Think beyond albums, interactive documentaries, hybrid performances, immersive experiences. Taylor is showing that she's not just riding trends, she's setting them. With Travis by her side, the narrative gains even more emotional weight. Fans aren't just consuming content, they're witnessing history, watching love and legacy intertwine in real time. For Travis, the career implications are equally seismic. He's already a 3-time Super Bowl champion and one of the greatest tight ends in NFL history. But stepping into Taylor's orbit elevates him from sports icon to global celebrity in a way few athletes ever achieve. Michael Jordan had endorsements. David Beckham had modeling. Travis Kelce now has art marketers are already salivating. Brands that once saw him purely as an NFL face are reimagining him as a crossover star. Deals tied to fashion, film, and lifestyle are suddenly on the table. A senior exec at a major sportswear brand admitted privately, "He's not just an athlete anymore. He's a cultural force." But there's risk. If Travis gets too tied to Taylor's narrative, critics argue his NFL achievements could fade into the background. Will he be remembered as the best tight end of his generation, or as Taylor Swift's partner who sometimes played football? That tension adds to the drama, and Travis seems aware of it. Sources close to him say he's determined to prove he can excel in both arenas, using this moment not as a distraction, but as a chance to expand his legacy. Together, they're reshaping the blueprint of a power couple. No longer is it enough to appear at each other's events or post matching photos on Instagram. Taylor and Travis are building a shared empire where love is as much a part of their careers as stats and streaming numbers. It's not just collaboration, it's co-authorship of a cultural moment that will be studied, debated, and remembered for years. The real engine behind this entire phenomenon isn't just Taylor and Travis themselves, it's the merging of their two massive fan bases. On one side, you have Swifties, a global army of hyper-online fans who can turn a casual lyric, a scarf, or a hairstyle into a viral theory that dominates news cycles for weeks. On the other, you have Chiefs Kingdom, a loyal, passionate football community that lives and breathes Sunday games, tailgates, and playoff dreams. For years, these two groups had almost nothing in common. One lived on Tumblr threads and TikTok edits, the other on ESPN stats and fantasy league debates. But now, they've collided into one unstoppable cultural force. A touchdown at Arrowhead becomes a trending TikTok sound. A lyric at a concert sparks NFL memes. Merch that once stayed in stadium parking lots is now reimagined as fashion accessories for Swifties worldwide. It's no longer just football or music, it's a shared language. The proof is everywhere. Chiefs ticket sales spiked after Taylor began appearing in the VIP boxes. Her concerts now feature Travis jerseys in the crowd, worn like badges of pride. Edits blending highlights of Travis's catches with Taylor's vocals rack up millions of views overnight. And brands have caught on. Sponsorship opportunities now carry double weight because they reach two of the most loyal, engaged communities in pop culture. This fan merger also creates an aura of invincibility. Swifties defend Travis as fiercely as Chiefs Kingdom now cheers for Taylor. The crossover makes each criticism harder to land because there's always an army waiting to clap back. A sports commentator mocks Taylor, expects Swifties to flood timelines with receipts. A gossip blog questions Travis's commitment. Chiefs fans rally, pointing to his on-field dominance and character. Together, these groups form a kind of cultural superfan hybrid that ensures Taylor and Travis stay trending no matter what. Even their silence becomes news. Even their absence creates speculation. It's the kind of synergy most celebrities dream of but rarely achieve. In truth, Taylor and Travis aren't just riding the wave of fandom, they're harnessing it, turning passion into permanence. And as long as Swifties and Chiefs Kingdom remain united, their story will continue to dominate headlines, set trends, and shape culture far beyond the stadium or the stage. The media was the first to realize what they had on their hands. Before Taylor, a Chiefs win was a sports headline. After Taylor, the same game became a cultural moment. Outlets that never touched NFL coverage, from Vogue to People to Fashion blogs, suddenly ran play-by-play recaps of Kansas City games. Conversely, sports analysts on ESPN found themselves breaking down Taylor's outfit choices alongside Travis's stats. What used to be two separate news ecosystems collapsed into one giant, endless cycle of content. Every tiny gesture gets coverage. Taylor sipping a drink in a luxury box. Viral, Travis blowing a kiss toward the stands. Analyzed frame by frame. A Chiefs touchdown set to love story on TikTok. Millions of views before the final whistle. The result is a constant churn of stories that guarantees clicks, comments, and ad dollars. Simply put, Taylor and Travis are a media goldmine. The overlap between sports coverage and entertainment gossip means every outlet has a stake, but brands might be the biggest winners of all. Sponsorships that once felt siloed, Nike on the NFL side, Apple on the music side, now overlap in a way that multiplies visibility. Suddenly, a Chiefs jersey isn't just sportswear, it's pop culture merch. A Swift-branded friendship bracelet isn't just fan memorabilia, it's a crossover accessory for game day. Even beer brands, airlines, and snack companies are getting in on the act, using the couple's narrative in subtle and sometimes not so subtle ads. For corporate America, this is lightning in a bottle. They're not just targeting one fan base, they're tapping into two of the most obsessive, loyal, and spending communities at the same time. Swifties will travel for games. Chiefs fans will buy tickets to her concerts. The spillover effect makes both industries richer. And here's the kicker, the couple doesn't even need to endorse a product directly. Just being spotted together is enough to boost sales. Travis wears a pastel polo, sold out in hours. Taylor sips a branded soda, trending hashtag. The symbiotic loop between their relationship, the media's coverage, and fan-driven demand means their love story isn't just entertainment, it's an economy. This is where things get fascinating. The more the media and brands fuel the hype, the harder it becomes to separate the personal from the professional. Their relationship isn't just a romance, it's a billion-dollar machine, one that benefits everyone around them, whether they like it or not. And that's where we'll leave it for now. One late-night meeting, one fashion choice, one sideline glance. In today's world, that's all it takes to send fans, media, and brands spiraling into overdrive. With Taylor and Travis, every move is magnified, every silence is a statement, and every appearance fuels an economy built on love and spectacle. But what do you think? Is this just another fleeting chapter in the collision of sports and pop culture? Or are we watching a legacy power couple rewrite the rules of celebrity influence in real time? Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit like if you enjoyed the breakdown, and make sure to subscribe with notifications on, because if there's one thing we know for sure, the next chapter is already being written and you won't want to miss it.